Welcome back to the Council of Reeds, the show where comics, movies, and toys are the only things that matter, and everything else can get stuffed. I'm Dylan, here with Jason,
Yep.
Nitin,
Yep.
Fommy,
Hey.
and Dave.
Yes.
Thank you for that, Dave.
I covered your butt today, shut up.
You did. Okay, this week in comics, we got new Shang-Chi, issue 1, new Wonder Girl, number 1, not to be confused with Donna Troy or Cassie. It's another Wonder Girl.
Yes. I don't even know what her name is, and I read it.
Yara Floor.
Oh, that's right.
Is it Floor?
Well, that's memorable.
Yeah.
Also announced was a new Crazy Lego set.
Yeah.
Can't wait to talk to you guys about that. Okay. Snake Eyes trailer. New Superman and Batman cartoons got announced. Modok came out. And we get to talk about our film flashback, Sky High.
Film!
The best movie.
Young people. Film!
The greatest movie of all time.
Oh,
Let's get into Let's get into the comics. Alright, what's it? You read Wonder Girl?
I read Wonder Girl. Now, this is her first of a new ongoing series, but she did have that two-part Future State, sorry, which I hadn't read. So,
okay.
I was a little like, even though I'm sure that would be after this or whatever, could Future State,
Yeah.
right? But I was a little lost. I thought it was a bit like, what's going on here? But goddamn, the art is pretty.
Janelle Jones.
Oh, it's
She's
so
great.
good. So good.
It's got a little of that pop art vibe going
for
it.
sure.
It's
But
great.
I enjoyed the issue, but I will say I was a little lost at first. Like,
okay.
wait, what's going on here? What's what?
I was going to ask if it was technically after Future State and it's time travel or something.
I really don't know.
Okay.
I didn't read the Future State to thingy, but they don't reference anything, I don't think.
Okay.
I think, I don't know. Because it's just she's going to Brazil for the first time. Like, she's Brazilian, right? That's her heritage. But she had never been there. Or she was born there. That's what she says in the book. But then stuff happens and she left as a baby. But it's the first time she's gone back and she's on like a,
Very cool.
Kentucky tour or whatever. I enjoyed it, but I was a little lost. I'm like, what is going on? I'm not sure how maybe great of an introduction it was at first, but I enjoyed it. It was a good read, and the art is just gorgeous.
Very pretty.
Yeah.
At first glance, it did have a lot of... Like, I only flicked through it real quick, but it had a lot of Greek mythology stuff in it.
Yeah, you get a few flashbacks, but not a lot of context.
Oh, right, okay.
You know what I mean? So I think stuff
Later
will
on.
build. A little bit of foreshadowing or flashbacks maybe. I'm not. I guess it's too early to tell because that was the first thing that grabbed me. Like I'm reading the first page or whatever, and you flick, and then you're like, okay. They're hitting the mythology side of Wonder Woman pretty strong. And like the whole Wonder Woman side of the DC universe is all very mixed up at the moment. You know, like
it is.
She's in Valhalla. Mum's in the Justice League, and someone else is Queen of the Amazonians. It's just all different. So I was a little.
In the last couple of years, they've been retconning stuff like
Drop of a hat.
like she's a demigod, and then she's not a demigod. She's instead made out of clay again.
Yes. I can understand both of those though.
Yeah,
they both have their benefits.
yes.
But pick one, DC. It's not that hard. But I enjoyed it.
I do really like her.
Oh, her art's great. It'd be interesting to see how long she sort of stays on. Yeah, because when she was on Catwoman the last couple of years, she did the first couple of issues and then she continued to write the book, but feels like she was off way more than she was on. And I'm always a bit like, I have no problem if you're a bit slow and she's doing double duty of writing and thing that you're going to get some fill-ins, but I still want you drawing the book more than not, or just write the book or just draw the book. If you can't keep up at least a somewhat regular schedule doing both, maybe you shouldn't be doing both. But that's generally always been my thought on writer-artists.
This does look so pretty.
It's amazing.
Yeah. Did not expect it.
But yeah, it was just a fun, light... not a lot happens. So like, it's not. I don't want to spoil what does, but there wasn't much really either. It's just very much just a... Not a teenage girl, but a young girl, and... Yeah, Kentucky tour, and...
It's an introduction.
It's an origin.
Huh?
Just an intro to the character.
Yeah.
It's origin, basically. So.
I don't know about origin. There's no explanation why she's powered.
Yeah.
But it's probably more context in Future State because most of that stuff just went.
Yes, yeah, that's yes.
Yeah, this is the future. This is the go.
Yes, but I liked it. I liked it. It was good. I think I will try issue 2 actually. I was like, just I'll try issue 1 just to suss it out, so I'll talk about it on the pod and talk about it in store for customers. But it's just so pretty there. I think I got to give issue 2 it, and I was like intrigued enough. It was very good.
Awesome. Okay, me and Dave, you read that right?
Yeah, I
Dave
read
and I.
Shang-Chi.
Me and Dave read Shang-Chi.
Dave and I.
How was it?
It was good. It was
Is it follow on from the mini that's just wrapped up?
I
Is it
did
the same
get-
writer? Because it was.
I
Same
think
guy?
it does.
I did get the
okay,
impression
cool.
that it built.
Cause that's why I
From
didn't
somewhere?
read it. I hadn't finished that mini. I
Ah,
was like,
right.
I gotta read that mini first.
I don't know. Shang-Chi's temperament inside, like, from the start of the issue towards the end of the issue, just changes. It doesn't sort of match. It just, it's a bit weird. Like, I don't want to spoil the story, but, like, you get the impression that he's, like, one sort of character, and then at the end is like, oh, wait a minute, are you really, like... And it doesn't necessarily need to be him, but, like, I think it's just him, like, coming out as a sort of character that no one's really gonna play along with.
Because the basic premise is that now he's taking over his evil dad's organization.
Yep.
He's not just
That's
destroying
what's all been set up in the mini, I think, basically, right?
Yeah. That's what I felt like.
I'm
All this
only
happened
halfway through the mini, but
before. It's just all of that kind of stuff, and I do kind of see where you're going.
Yeah, because he's happy-go-lucky at the start.
Yeah, and then
all of a sudden he just has a little bit of negativity or like suspiciousness.
Is it either the pressure or the position or like it's either
Sounds
being
like he's,
corrupted or
stepping up into a different kind of role. So
Maybe,
You're gonna
because
have to
he
change his MO.
Yeah.
he does
essentially.
switch like that, like
okay, yeah,
when he's like they have to do like a clean up, so to speak.
sure.
I really like the art.
Yeah, I was
But
about to say that.
I'm not sure if it was necessary for him to like
Go
do, like
that
a
so
bit of
fast?
turn.
Yeah. In
like,
issue 1 of something.
Yeah.
Is there much of the other Marvel characters? Because in the cover's like versus the Marvel Universe or whatever, right?
Heaps of Spidey in it.
Okay,
Yeah,
cool,
just
cool.
Spidey.
It seems to be like gonna be like a team up.
Yeah, like
kind of
one
thing every
kind of
issue.
main
Ah,
issue. So like,
yep.
the next one is a certain captain.
Yep.
Yeah.
So
Sweet Carol.
Said nobody ever. And it isn't just a plain Shang-Chi fights Spider-Man. Like it's more interesting than that.
Okay.
Yeah.
'Cause I was worried that it was going to be like Shang-Chi's going to beat up everybody.
because it's been done.
Yeah, and like
That's why when I picked it up, I went, okay, here we go again. But then when it just mainly focused on essentially a Spider-Man story, I'm like, okay, that's a different premise.
Yes.
And a different way of doing it. Because like normally those versus the Marvel Universe are 2 or 3 books, and it's just someone going through annihilating.
Yeah,
the Marvel
he
Universe.
fights Cap. This issue fights
Yeah.
Hulk next
Yeah,
issue.
yeah.
Yeah.
and they always win. And
It's like your Donald Blake Thor. The other
Yes.
each issue was just
Yeah,
someone else.
Yes.
it was good action, Yeah. Try not to spoil it because something really kind of cool happens with Spidey.
Oh.
And that was
I
that
think I might know what you mean.
made
Like
for
at the
some-
start, there's a
cool
flashback panel.
Yep.
And it's like, I hate it when they don't sort of refer to the flashback panel like later in the book. Like it should be like I know it's cheaping out copying the same scene and same panel, but you want at least want sort of like the words to be the same.
Yeah,
but
yeah,
they're
yeah.
not, you know?
Yeah.
Oh
I think I
yeah.
know what
Yeah.
you mean.
They did, try to keep what happens.
Yeah, it's
under
vague,
wraps.
but-
Yes.
Yeah.
Interesting.
But yeah, definitely like you could pick it up, you could
Yeah.
easily read it, get into it, So
Well, it's perfect time to check out the character if you hadn't seen nothing. The movie's coming soon.
Give it
Trailer.
a little bit of background and
Yeah.
Trailer hit, and then straight away this comes out.
Yeah.
Good timing.
oh, what a surprise!
Okay. They know how to do it.
yeah.
If you don't know any Shang-Chi and you want to check out the character because of the movie, how good of a jumping point on is that?
I don't think it was that good.
Nah,
Of
we
a
What about
jumping
the
on
start-
The
point.
mini
Mini, though. I
before?
was
The
gonna
mini,
say,
yeah, the mini was okay. Because in the mini, it's a bit of a retconniness that there's... I felt a bit more Iron Fist, and there's like...
Okay.
Not families, but like one's the fist, one's the blade, one's the whatever, and he's supposed to be not the fist, maybe. I don't know, but whatever.
Oh, was it
right?
the hand?
hammer? Yeah, the hand, maybe. Yeah.
Deadly hands come
Yeah, so yeah, that would make sense. And like he was supposed to obviously take over it all because his dad, but he's not that interested, and like that's where that's going, and other people are trying to. They're gonna want to rise to the top because they, the hammer's like, oh, I'll bugger them or whatever, right? If you don't want it, I'll take it. That's where the mini was sort of dealing with.
It was Hand because his sister calls him Brother Hand.
Yes.
Actually.
Yeah.
So the mini, it just should have been, and it probably originally was going to just be an ongoing, and this would have been the second arc. But, with all the delays and whatnot, and what's going on, when's it coming, we'll just make that first one a mini. It's what that's the vibe it sort of got. The same writer, same
artist,
same style. Everything's about the same. So check out the mini. We've probably got that still.
Cool.
Yeah, the artist got this like kind of Copill look.
He's Spider-Man. Just screams Copill.
I was like, is that Copill? No, it's the same guy as last time. Yeah.
They're also sort of kind of fat, but in a good way.
Yes.
He draws the roundest sort of Spidey ever.
And like some real, I don't know how to describe it, but like I guess smooth faces.
Yes. I like his stuff.
It's
What
more
else?
Ramos than Quibble.
Really?
Yeah, a little bit of Murder Ramos.
Really?
A little bit.
Interesting.
I can see early Ramos in these first couple of pages. A little bit there in the faces.
I don't get. It's got like too many scuff marks on his face in those first few panels. It's like, it's not necessary.
Did he do anything lately, Ramos?
Ooh, no, I don't think so actually.
Seen him do?
Wasn't he just doing Strange Academy?
Yeah, he's doing Strange Academy.
Oh, is he? Oh, I thought he was just doing covers.
No.
Yeah,
Oh.
Strange Academy.
Okay, cool.
It's because I haven't read it because I've lost issue 1 at home somewhere. Keep buying it, but I don't know where it is. It's missing. So I can't read it. I know I bought it, but...
I was about to say buy another one, but that's probably difficult.
That book is hot as. Have you seen that? Prices
No.
on that? Oh, no, Strange Academy is huge money for what it is. Oh, because...
That's number ones for so many new little characters.
Yeah,
Like
it's
the
just
Dormammu
pure
kid
spec. Oh, this will make a great Marvel Disney Plus show.
Right.
Doyle.
It probably
Dormammu.
would too.
And it would, but...
Yeah.
Well, it's just like Wolverine and the X-Men sort of style, or
Yeah. It's X-Men meets Harry Potter.
oh, okay.
Is the point of it, right?
Because I buy every Doctor Strange book, but I couldn't get it. I didn't get it. Cause
Yes.
I heard very good things
I
about it.
know.
Yes.
Just
You got to buy it
I
for
wanna read
Doyle.
it.
Dormammu.
Yeah. The Dormammu kid.
well, now I don't think I've got a chance to start it. So.
Yeah. Trades.
Yeah.
What else do you read, Dylan?
I read Heroes Reborn #3,
Oh, that was good.
and I was not disappointed.
It was good.
Oh man, I'm loving it.
Yeah, it's so good. We won't go into too heavy. There's no spoil for people.
But just
the
how
DC-ness.
how hard they're going with that
Yeah.
is amazing.
Yeah.
It's exactly what he said before you got here today. It was, I loved how DC it was.
Because it is. It's...
The art's not as good as the other 2 issues.
Yeah, nah. I like this guy, but he ain't no Dale Keown.
No.
I think it fits with the character.
It does.
Yeah.
You know what? When I was reading it, I was like, oh, this is what they were trying to do with the Justice League movie in Flash. Do you know what I mean? Like, he's got his... Like, the first page is like, he's like, at home, he's got a ton of TVs. I don't even know how many TVs he's got. I'll quickly count. It's 48. And then, like, bottom of the page, because he's goldfish, and he's like, I don't even know how many TVs he got. Let me count. It's 48. Yeah. And he's got, like, 20 phones at the time. He's like, I'm texting 20 chicks.
I'm playing the game, also texting all these chicks. Got the highest score in the game at the same time.
I got 5 different days tomorrow on 3 different continents. Yeah, I feel that's what they were trying to sort of do with the Flash in the Justice League. Young and just...
He had a lot of TVs, but they never talked about it.
Yeah. Why?
Yeah.
Or what is doing?
And also, on top of the DC-ness, everyone's just like a tool,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
Like, Hyperion's a tool.
Yes.
He's a tool.
Yes.
It's funny.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah.
Well, like, yeah.
Try not to talk about it too
Yes,
much
yes.
for Fommy's sake, right?
Oh, no. Him. The listeners, viewers,
guess,
whatever.
yeah.
But the DC thing, we have to say something. Like, the Grizzly City. How good is that?
Grizzly City.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Because it's Ursa Major, like
Yeah,
the
yeah.
Russian guy, but he's got a whole city of grizzlies.
That's
Instead
nice.
of Grizzly Right? It's just Grizzly City.
He's such a good character.
But
The ending is interesting of number 3 as well. Like,
The backup?
no. Oh, I guess it is the backup because even though it could be like the main story, it's
yes.
yeah.
Well, that is the only. Like, I think this thing needed to be longer and more.
Yeah.
The backup? Or the
That
whole
just
series?
the whole thing, because all you're getting of like each issue is obviously a spotlight on one of the squadron, basically, right? Like this is obviously the Blur one. Next one's Dr. Spectrum.
Oh, I'm so excited for that.
But then you got the backup where Blade goes and awakens or whatever.
Yeah.
It's a bit next one. But I'm
Is
like,
there
I would like to see a bit more of what they're doing in the universe before.
Yeah. Is there a series after this? Like Heroes Return?
There's a one-shot
series?
Heroes Return.
Oh, okay, that's probably not going to be
One shot.
I think it's one shot,
Yeah.
All right.
But it's I'm, like I've talked about it plenty of times. When Aaron was his first 2 years on Avengers, it was my favourite book, and then it got a bit wishy-washy the last year or so. But just back on. This is what I wanted. Because this is what I was digging out of the book. All the squadron stuff and so good.
This is a great writer.
He is.
Penance Stairs.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. So good. Well, that whole thing. Yeah, the runner.
Oh. Amazing.
Yes.
Okay.
If you're a DC fan,
check out this Marvel book.
yeah. Yes.
Seriously.
It's so good.
All right, and you read Fantastic Four Life Story, right?
I did read Fantastic Four Life Story.
How did that go?
I enjoyed it, but
Wrong age?
Not
no,
Zdarsky.
it's just it's just
Should have been Zdarsky.
I don't feel it's the same concept necessarily as Spidey, because like the first issue of Spidey, okay, so Spider-Man Life Story they did, and this one's same sort of gimmick. It's going to age in real time, so each issue is a decade: 60s, 70s, issue 2, 80s, so on. But like the first issue of Spidey, we all read that.
Oh yeah.
No. Yeah. But like the first one is just 60s Spidey. Like there's nothing too different, right?
Oh,
And-
well,
Well, not at the start.
it's
at least.
alternate. Yeah, but this is still essentially not alternate timeline, but different things happen than happen in the normal Spidey timeline.
Of course, but because he's moving in a real time.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Okay.
But this, like, the origin is different instantly. Like, obviously, it's same basic thing. It's space races going on. And
But it covered the origin. Spidey did it cover the origin in Spidey?
not really. He pretty much just becomes. He's already Spidey.
Yeah.
he's
It
already
just starts,
Spidey.
right? Yeah, that's what I thought.
And then obviously the like the NAM stuff happens, and Flash and all that, because real time, real world, totally.
Yeah.
This still does that too, but like straight from the get go, like there's no somebody important in the piece that knows Reed that we've at least seen in that. Ben and Reed don't know each other. Without getting,
what?
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like the origin is different instantly.
Okay.
Like it's same enough. Like space race, Russia, America can't get the job done.
Nitin probably won't get a lot out of this book.
Yes, I don't think so.
I do. No,
Yeah, that's...
no bias.
I enjoyed it. Like it was good. I'm probably more intrigued to see where the next issues will go, because then from then I'll be like, fine. It's different. Of course, it's different. That's the sort of the point. But I thought the origin was things were just a little too different. That's not what I think the idea should be. Like it should start the same,
Yeah.
and then
Deviate.
yes,
Yep.
because things are the realness.
Yeah, because that's all right. Like as I said, Spider-Man was already Spider-Man,
Yeah.
so that stuff had happened, and then things started deviating from there with certain people not dying and other people
Yeah.
dying, and
But, like...
That's what I loved about it. Like
100%. It was like
and
an
I was
alternate.
expecting this.
It's
do
just
that.
close enough to everything you know about the Spider-Man lore, but if you know it well, like Zdarsky just did
Yeah.
so many good cuts
Yes.
to you could just recreate Spider-Man to have it that way and it'd still be happy.
Yes.
And, like, you know, Venom shows up in the 90s.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, it all.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Like,
I'd
yeah,
be
from-
interested to read. I haven't read it. I had a flick, but I didn't really want to get too
Like,
much out of it.
I enjoyed it, but like from the get go, it's just they're a little different. Well, mainly just the Reed and Ben relationship's a bit
That is
odd.
a staple.
That's interesting.
Like, because Johnny's the one that knows Ben. And it's like, oh, we need a pilot. I know one.
Um,
And Ben's just a drunk or whatever.
Okay.
Um,
Even the...
See, I was waiting for like maybe powers to get mixed around.
Yeah.
Or one of them to die, or
or
like
because that's clearly going to happen
because
soonish.
my hope was and I didn't say anything before, but one of them dies and Doom becomes
Yeah,
the
yeah,
fourth.
yeah.
That would have been awesome.
yeah.
Like
For sure.
you're going to mix it up.
Yeah, yeah,
but
yeah.
There may as well be what ifs. So
Because that's right.
What if it?
I like the differentness, but
Yeah.
it needs to start the same for me.
Yes.
Otherwise, it's not
Okay.
the FF we know.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's
You
not
know?
really a
guess.
deviation. Yeah.
Even a
Like, that
terrible,
was weird.
this Galactus looks fantastic.
Oh, yeah, it's pretty. The book I really like. The art is pretty nice, actually. And, like, it's very real world. Like, JFK's involved, because it's the 60s. Why they've got a 4 thing, because the rockets or the project's something 4.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, like, that's cool. There's a lot of cool bits, but it was just, I'm like, why can't the origin just be a little bit more samey? At least yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
That's just me being a little picky.
What else has Mark Russell done? Did you know?
Not much.
Okay. Because, yeah, I really like the way Chip did those last couple.
Yes.
I know he's busy at the moment because he's got others
Of course, but
stuff coming out.
yeah, he should have been good. Yeah,
Yes.
he should take it over.
He has Justice League Last Ride coming out. First
read
issue
that?
came
that's
out. No, I
right.
didn't.
I
I
read
really
that.
wanted to.
That
How
was
it?
interesting. Is it out of
Out of continuity.
continuity? Okay,
Yes.
cool. Because I was like, is it out of continuity? Is it sort of whatever? Because like the basic premise is without getting too much spoilers, the Justice League has been disbanded. Batman and Superman,
Are not
especially,
talking?
are not
Yeah.
getting on.
They're fighting again.
Yes, yes, they are definitely fighting again. Because something has happened, and Bruce basically blames Clark for what happened and stuff. But the Watchtower emergency thing goes off, and they have to come up, and Bruce is like, nah. But Zdarsky, he's one of the best writers going around. First DC thing too, so
It is, right?
Yeah. And nice art.
Art's great.
Yeah.
Is he just jumping back and forth?
I think he's obviously probably just. Well, the days of exclusive contracts, I think, are pretty much over.
Okay.
DC basically let a lot of their exclusives lapse the last year or so with their sort of cost cutting, and I'm sure there's obviously guys like they let Jeff Johns not be
Yeah,
exclusive
yeah,
anymore.
true.
He's
obviously
got
they
an office job.
Hey,
He's got an office job at DC.
not anymore. Really,
really?
I don't think.
Okay, I thought he still had his
He
office
just started an imprint image.
Didn't mean he
Guy
could-
gets started
Do
him
both.
his own thing. He's doing other, he's still involved heavily, I think, there, but not the same.
Yeah.
And I think no one's going to get renewed as exclusive anymore. Maybe Tom Taylor, because he's the new golden kid.
Jim Lee, because he's trying to buy Batman.
Jim Lee's got an office job.
Yeah, he
He's,
doesn't-
he's the president.
and I'm pretty sure when he sold him Wildstorm, that was a job for life. Because otherwise he would have been fired already. Because
Nothing comes
under
out.
his watch, Dididio, he got fired. They're supposed to be co-publishers. How do you fire one, not the other?
Yeah.
If you fire them for
Those reasons.
business reasons of not getting better as a company. But yeah.
'Cause
But I liked it. Yeah, it's good. Pretty.
Not bad.
Yeah, I like the art. Yeah.
And yeah, I like a nice sort of out of continuity, because straight away I'm like, oh, there's got to be, right?
Yeah.
That's how DC are hitting it out of the park nowadays.
Yeah,
with,
they are.
continuity
Yes.
and stuff.
The best stories are always
Yes,
generally.
they are.
And I like continuity. Don't get me wrong. I want my regular books to be add continuity. And there's a push from some people we should not have no continuity. Like some DC people were pushing that I think earlier in the year. And they just tell stories, and you can't because you won't care
Characters
after a
get
while.
lost. Yeah, characters
You
get
know?
lost. I
Why
disagree with that.
Crisis happened the first time.
Exactly. It'll be more of a mess in the long run. But that was good. It was digital first, I think.
Yes.
Right? Yes. And this is the print version. But I really liked it. But DC's been doing great at the moment, to be honest. I'm enjoying reading a lot of them DC stuff.
As a DC fan, I am surprised.
Yeah. The art is... I think they got way better standard of art than Marvel. Marvel might have the higher tier guys, but their consistency is... which is not necessarily a bad thing, different styles, different whatever. But DC, I feel, across the board, just nice.
Yeah.
Just nice. And the paper helps too.
I probably got too used to the art in DC because I'm going, this could be a bit more polished. My standards have gotten higher. It's like,
Fancy Dave.
oh yeah. And then I look at Marvel's like, oh, what?
Alrighty.
What's next?
Last 2 books that you
Oh,
read,
yeah.
Jason.
Yeah, I read Hulk.
Time of Months. Is this a one shot?
It's a one shot, and it was weird. Which, even weirder.
Yes.
Does
Yes.
it tie in?
Oh.
Does it tie in to?
Yes and no.
Okay.
It's co-written by Ewing, so yes, and the Green Door's part of it. But it's ancient Jordan,
Oh, yes.
and it's like
Gimme.
you know, I say cavemen, but
that
like
looks
you know,
good.
villages,
Whoa.
and
Yeah,
they,
foolish.
they meet the green door, and
The art matches it. And
it's
The first couple pages,
bro, it's out there. It's out there. It was no, I didn't know what the book. I didn't
Check it
really
out.
have any thoughts before. I'm reading it this morning. I'm like, what is going on here? Where's the Hulk? Oh, by the end of it, I don't care where the Hulk is.
Very nice.
Sweet.
the art looks sick though.
Yeah, the art is amazing.
Matches
Yeah,
the era
because
as
it's
well.
got that real different. I don't even know how to describe the style. Somewhat watercolor painted.
Yeah.
It looks like. It reminds me of
a fantasy novel, sort of like, you know, the art in front of
Yeah,
fantasy
definitely a bit of
novels?
that.
Yeah.
It's heavy metal. It's Corbin.
Yes.
Like heavy metal magazine. Sorry, bro.
That's good.
I'll
Man.
turn it on,
Let's check it out over here.
And then the nice little backup was good too. Actually, I like that. Kevin Allen.
Now,
Yeah. Just a nothing little backup. That was good.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, it doesn't necessarily at face value connect to the stuff, except for the green door. So if you're reading Immortal Hulk, you know the green door is important. And obviously, it's maybe the origin of the green door, shall we say?
yes, one
Watch
shot.
me, please.
Cool. Can do. Very good. What
Buy
else did
Immortal
I
Hulk.
read? Anybody else read anything else?
I read Ultra Mega 3.
Yeah, how's that?
issue. It's really good. I'm digging where it's going.
Yeah.
This one, there is a, I guess, Coliseum,
Ooh.
Gladiator Fight Club sort of thing.
So
Or
Against
like,
the kaiju?
well, yeah, they,
Or just the Ultra
the humans and kaiju, and I don't want to spoil anything,
Yeah.
but it's really good how
Ah.
where it's going.
was there another time skip, like from
No.
1 to 2, or is this
No,
continuing?
no,
from
it's
2
continuing
onwards?
from 2.
Okay. Because, like, after the first issue, I was like, yeah, I'm just going to buy the trade, I think.
Yeah, what about better is trade?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I really like it though.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Nah, the first issue blew me away. So I'm definitely keen for more. So I'm denied a lot that week when issue 2 was like, do I buy it? Do I? It's like, nah, I don't think I'll trade that up. Cool, I'm looking forward to reading it then. Because, yeah, Gladiator fights
Yeah.
sounds very cool.
Very cool.
You catch up on that.
Yeah. What else did I read? Oh, yeah, I read Batman the Detective issue 2
Yes.
and the Tom Taylor Kubert book. Oh, he's just amazing.
Ooh, yeah.
And it's different. There's an Aussie guy in there, and I was like, of course there is. About time, Tommy Taylor.
He loves doing that.
Yeah, he does.
Which it's great because it never.
Why wouldn't you?
Never.
Yeah.
It doesn't happen genuinely, I suppose. Like,
Yes.
it's always like Crocodile Dundee.
Yes.
Kind of stuff.
Well, and the dude, besides saying mate, and like,
Oh, okay.
you wouldn't even, like he says, I'm Australian, mate, or whatever. Because like Batman's like something about how many miles. He's like, I'm Australian, mate. What's that? Kilometers. But like, yeah, it was no stereotype, no over the
okay.
top. You just, dude, alright? If you didn't say that part, you wouldn't, because England is also going to say
Yeah.
everywhere but America, you backwards people.
In Suicide Squad, they went to Australia to
Yep.
find, like, Captain Boomerang.
Yep.
And I think he was hanging out in, like, a pub somewhere. It was great.
Yeah.
3 rods to the hedgehog.
Man, this does look...
But this book is very, like, the whole concept of this new group of people trying to take out the people Batman have saved is just very intriguing.
Okay.
I'll talk
In the
about
first issue, they took down a whole plane
Yeah,
that was
yeah.
filled with Batman.
Oh, that was the white, the ones.
Yeah,
dressed
the
in
white people.
Yeah, yeah.
That's what they're after because it's like you shouldn't
this.
exist.
White people.
Probably not say it that way. They're
Yeah,
dressed
the
in
white
white
Batmans.
Batman suits.
Um,
They weren't just white people.
'Cause, yeah, I think their whole crusade basically is like you shouldn't exist.
Right.
So
That's
they're,
right.
they're taking them out,
Yeah.
so you don't exist. To
It sounds like white people actually.
yeah.
Talk about this a lot, but this rain.
Yes,
This rain. Oh, there's good rain.
it is bad.
I laugh, but I want to see it now.
So you think, like, towards the end, they have to take care of Batman himself, right? I mean, it's no use getting everyone that he's saved
That's
if he
logical.
continues to save. So you got to just go after the.
It is 6
the
issues.
head, you know?
For
Yeah,
So-
give it a chance, Dave.
Maybe in issue 5.
They might meet up.
Let's do it.
This is true. This is true. And it's got the card in it. Yeah. Yeah, it's good. Like the Squire girl's good. Because the Knight's out, but the Squire's sort of Batman's Robin or whatever, and
Oh,
he's like, don't you go home? Or whatever. You're 14. How old are you? 14. Go home. She's like, well, being home by myself is not any more responsible, Mr. Batman. He's like, don't you have parents? Not that I know of. And I'm like, who are you to talk, man?
Jesus.
Like, your whole gimmick is just getting teenage kids to die.
Stealing orphans.
And not
Yeah.
having parents.
Wear this bright yellow cape while I hide in the shadows. Draw their fire.
There's always plenty more orphans, man.
It was good. Anybody else read anything else?
Fommy, where are we?
November 2019. It's a bit of a lull, actually.
Yeah?
Yeah,
Nothing.
Not well. Like it's Spidey's the 2099 stuff, which was okay.
Oh,
but
yeah.
Nothing special.
Oh, yeah. No, I think the problem with 2099.
Yeah.
We just add, like, his series was not, like, feels like in the last decade, we had a lot of 2099, so it wasn't different or special.
Yeah.
Where, when Slotty first brought him in, you hadn't had him in
Yeah, that
forever,
was
and that
ages.
was exciting.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Actually, there's the first that was completely like Absolute Carnage is completely finished. It was like a month after. There was like a one-shot Scream book.
Oh, yes.
That was excellent.
Yes,
and
yes.
dark as hell.
Yes.
And I'm like, I was really, and the art was really good. It was, yeah. It reminded me a little bit of Jesus, that is good rain. I'm distracted.
We appreciate some good rain here at the comic shop.
Like
It's from middle level.
Yes.
bit of Sam Keithy kind of look of
Yeah.
the art, and it just
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
Well, because I think that was supposed to, the writer at least was supposed to get more Scream at the time, but then it was a casualty of the COVID stuff, but that's coming now.
Yes.
I think it's the same guy. Maybe
Yeah.
get another shot.
It was a lot different to what I expected, and that was a nice surprise. What else? Hulk, Minotaur fight's about to happen,
Yeah, cool.
so that's like 26, I think. X-Men just started, so
Yep.
yeah, literally first X-Men I just read. The Fantastic Four with the Johnny being soul bonded,
Yeah.
and Ben down with all the
Yeah.
so that's like point of origin arc.
Yeah.
And it's okay. It just feels like a slot. Just I don't know. It's a
And
bit.
the soulmate idea on their planet or whatever is interesting, in that once you see, that's it, and she's seeing through the thing.
Yeah.
And, because that was the deal. Interesting, but it just didn't. Yeah.
And wasn't and
Yeah.
not dark enough to where they just kept creating and then dumping and
Yes,
stuff. Like
yes.
they could have gone a little bit deeper, but then it's Fantastic Four, so they don't. So like I don't know. But it's okay.
For sure.
I think that's about it at the moment. Strange is about to finish, I think. So the Surgeon Supreme's
Yep.
about to start. So yeah, it's kind of just a bit of a. I think, yeah,
Well, you said November.
yeah,
It's not usually the best time.
yeah,
Because coming into November, December holiday times, especially in America,
Yep.
winter.
okay.
Yeah, it's usually probably not the. It is a bit of a lull, I think,
Yeah.
generally, traditionally.
So yeah, I think that's about it at the moment. Yeah.
Oh, the only other thing I read this week, I think we're presently sold out, so I didn't bring it up to have a look, is the Future State Gotham.
Oh yeah, how was that?
Again, lost, because it's Future State and I didn't read much of the Future State stuff.
Yeah, because
it's the whole Magistrates and Batman's gone and the new Batman and he's gonna... but somebody read and watched a lot of Akira and really loves some Akira because it's black and white with a manga style.
Oh wow.
And he's just Akira. He's just getting around on the bike sort of thing, and he's sort of I don't want to spoil it, but he's sort of working with the police force thing they've got going on. But yeah, I was a little lost. I'm like, wait, what's going on? The magistrates, and then Batman's not Batman. But it was just when Dylan's like, did you know this was black and white the other day when he opens the box? Like, oh, black and white, and the whole book is just
manga style.
yeah, manga style, hard. But it was refreshing to see something different, and so I did quite enjoy it actually.
True.
If you like, if you're a sort of manga fan, maybe check it out. Like, 'cause it's just pure, the lines and the thing.
Just
Yeah.
Gotham explode like Tokyo.
No,
There was a variant,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
With
Yeah.
With this?
yes.
Yes. That's why I seen your shirt, and that's why I was like, I gotta remember to talk about that. But I did like it, yes. It was good,
Awesome. Does that cover all the comics read?
Pretty
Pretty
much.
much.
There's a pile.
Awesome.
Well,
What's
pretty
next?
much. There might have been another one or two that I chose
Yeah.
not to
Yeah,
talk
we're not
about.
talking about
So
that.
yeah,
Yes.
Red Room.
certain coloured room.
Garbage.
Woo! You didn't say garbage.
Just full on. Yeah, just
No. Maybe not some all ages material.
Absolutely not.
If you like some dark and twisted stuff,
You need to be looked at. Anyway, what's next, Dylan?
Next up is Lego announced a new, very big and very expensive set.
Yeah, very
The
expensive.
Lego Daily Bugle building.
Yeah, I'm getting it.
Which is, how big is it? Like,
It's got like
It's
16
huge, too.
minifigures. It's
yes.
massive.
It's
huge,
really
like
big.
300,
what are you going to do with it though?
$300 US
Build it.
dollars.
No. Are we keeping it, Dave, for just
Is
for a rainy day?
Is Dave buying this, or is Specky Dave
Yes.
buying this?
I don't know.
That's
I
the
might have to
problem.
buy one for each person.
No, Dave, it's $300 US dollars.
US, no.
You
it's
just got some
Australian.
keys
No,
today.
Australian.
US.
Here is
US.
a weird lifestyle photo of a guy with a man bun, I believe.
Oh,
looking
that's
at it.
huge.
Oh, see, I got a man bun too.
That's huge. Dave, you just got some keys today. You don't need to be buying
The,
this.
And there's like a million minifigs in it too. Like
Yeah.
lots of
I
first
think
time.
the minifigs make it. The
Yeah.
building
Yeah.
itself, it's
Yeah.
quite cool. It's a little plain.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like it's the little rooms,
It's-
like
yeah.
the thing that's cool, and like I don't wrong. As a Marvel person, you'd like it, and I would like to see them do more. Where's the Baxter building go next to it, whatever.
It'll be better if it's flipped around, I think.
But the building itself's a
Yeah.
bit.
Yeah.
The minifigs sell it, and that's why they know it's just a block. It's
Yeah.
a square block otherwise.
Because they've designed it in a
Venom?
way.
Of course there is.
Yeah, there's Venom.
There's Carnage.
Venom and Carnage.
You buy it then?
Oh, just steal Dave's one.
Yeah.
Like
Don't buy, Dave.
it's a fully enclosed building, and the front wall comes off.
yes.
On
Oh, they did it that way, did they?
Yeah, instead of
I thought they
hollow
might have done
split.
the open.
Simpson
Like the
style.
Simpsons house,
Oh yeah. So yeah, you remove the front walls and stuff.
Okay.
Heaps of
That's
little
what I
Easter
thought
eggs.
it was too, until I
So
said
it makes more sense.
It looks very nice, but $300 US dollars is too much. Lego is expensive.
Lego's getting out of control though,
It is.
these days. They at the same time they're getting better
Yes.
and
Yes.
more elaborate and more cool.
And
God damn.
they're aiming for that.
Oh,
adult
they
market now.
Yeah, the
they're
adult,
going
adult
all in.
fans of Lego, what are they
Yeah,
called?
A for holes.
Yeah. I saw that Sesame Street Lego.
See, the Sesame Street is. I'd rather Sesame Street over this.
Yeah, at Hobby Go, I was like, oh,
That Sesame Street is.
Yeah.
because I want to get
Got
that.
a lot more imagination.
Yeah.
Also, I want to get that Ecto one.
Yeah,
The big one. Oh,
Ah,
My
so
mate
good.
just got it and just finished building
I
it.
saw that on the Instagram.
Oh, sick.
Their post.
It's so cool.
One of my customers the other week telling me he just bought the Batman '89 Batmobile.
Oh,
And he's like, when he went, he's like, I walk into mine and they got both the Ghostbuster and the thing, and I'm like, oh, but they're damn
Yeah.
expensive. And he's like, he took home the Batmobile or whatever. Comes home and he's like, what'd you buy today? You buying toys? What toys did you buy today? He shows her. No, they had to go. Why didn't you buy the Ghostbuster? She was, not as fussed about that. And he's like, well, I'm just taking that as means I can buy the Ghostbuster as well.
Beautiful.
because that Batmobile is awesome. That
Oh.
with the turbine engine in the front, awesome.
It's the first time in a while I've been really tempted by a Lego, but I don't have the patience to build them, and I don't have anywhere to put it.
No.
But
The Simpson
this-
house
this
is still,
this man will buy it.
some in the cupboard.
This man will build it for you.
I'll pay to build it. Is that your arrangement?
Yeah, but
for
that
me,
only
yeah.
helps one of my problems.
Where are you going to put it afterwards?
Yes.
Yes.
It takes up less space in pieces in a box.
Yes. Slide a box onto the bed.
But it does look very nice. And it's way too much money.
There's a spider buggy in it, and it attaches to the side of the building.
Well, that is the one thing I do like about the building, like the goblin sort of coming off.
Yeah.
Like, I think they've done that pretty well.
He's like smashing through a
Yeah.
wall, and it's built up to look like it's coming apart.
yeah, I think they nailed that pretty good.
Yeah, it's very cool.
Yeah, if I had the unlimited space,
Yeah.
I'd buy it, maybe. But then, they're going to do a Baxter. What if they do a Baxter building? What if they do Avengers Mansion or Avengers Tower and Avengers Tower, whatever?
They'll probably do a tower.
Where's
Tower
the Sanctum?
Thank you.
Sanctum.
I've been
Yes!
saying that since it was on Lego's ideas.
You get Avengers Tower before the Baxter building.
You reckon?
Yeah. You can get better minifigs out of the Avengers.
Yeah, for
Yeah,
sure.
that's true.
I keep thinking
But
like
they've made all them 1,000 times.
I'm
You know what
sure
I mean?
that-
Like the FF
They're in that Kelly
movie's
carrier.
coming,
Mm.
and it's a lot more untapped. They made anything
Well,
Fantastic
we'll
Four?
see how movie goes. There's been a great track record of Fantastic Four movies.
With
Marvel hasn't been
Avengers,
involved.
Yes.
they go for the more obscure characters and
Yeah. Give me D-Man.
stuff. Or like a swordsman or
Hey,
something.
D-Man.
D-Man.
Taking his dinner home from Jarvis. Out the back door. No, D-Man. Yeah.
But like, I reckon like seeing the Bugle next to like a Ghostbusters firehouse, next to like just have a pop culture street, you know.
Oh,
And then you can have
Sesame Street.
in the corner there, yeah.
Then the
Like,
Quickie Mart.
yeah. That'll be sick.
Yeah, let's talk about that actually. You know how Lego has the modular buildings that they kind of connect the
The city, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, you can
Yeah.
connect them together. This
Yeah.
one is not compatible with that.
I think that's a mistake.
Yeah. Like
'Cause
you
I
can
think-
line it up and everything, but it doesn't like
Connect in.
plug in. And the sidewalk's a bit further out, and
Because like if you've just got a nice Lego City display at home, like I don't understand why you wouldn't make it.
Connectable, but I reckon you could buy the connector
Ah,
bricks.
oh
to
yeah,
connect it.
obviously
And
yeah.
It might
You,
look a
you-
bit out of place as well, you know, like you
Do
got
that
a
up
nice
as well.
little bookshop and cafe, and then all of a sudden you got the Daily Bugle with like
But that's
villains
New York
popping out.
City.
That's- yeah,
that's Marvel New York City.
Yeah. And
Oh,
you wouldn't have to
seems
go
more like-
heavy on the minifigs or whatever. You could just have a more straight, especially if you're that way inclined, man. You could just fill that in and just have it as an office block.
yeah. Take
For
the
me,
sign
like-
down,
Yeah.
maybe. Or...
The Lego City series to me looks like a little like French town or something. Like it's not New York City.
But you've
per
got
se.
that many minifigs, you could spread them out and have them on the other
Yeah.
buildings to
Yeah,
make
you
it look
could.
like
Yeah.
to
Put your Daredevil and your Punisher on like a little bar thing.
I know what
Yeah,
you're
Venom
saying,
having coffee with somebody.
because most of those modular buildings have this real old
Yeah, it's
style,
like
like
a, yeah.
1940s,
Yeah.
30s kind of building style. But New York's got some of that, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Most of that was built in the 40s. A lot of it.
Alright. Alrighty, next up. I don't know how to say the title of this movie. Is it G.I. Joe Origins Snake Eyes? Or
Oh.
Snake Eyes G.I. Joe
I
Origins?
don't know.
Yes.
Snake Eyes.
Because G.I. Joe Origins is in the, like, underneath Snake Eyes.
you'll be correct, but
Bigger
either
font
way, I
first.
think.
Bigger font
I don't think
first.
anyone's
Yeah.
really gonna come and
Yeah, but just call it Snake Eyes.
Okay.
Yeah.
or Snake Eyes.
Snake
Yeah,
Eyes.
it doesn't matter. I don't think I'll be
I
watching
can't wait
it.
to see that
Yeah,
Nicolas Cage
nobody was calling Birds of Prey. Hello, Queen of the Birds of Prey. The
The fabulous-
resurrection.
But yeah, I don't. No interest.
No interest?
Nah.
I think it looks like it'd just be a fun action movie.
Yeah.
Not a big G.I. Joe fan. The first movie that first came out,
Trash.
trash. Second one's trasher.
That was like a guilty pleasure for me.
I think the second one was a bit
I agree.
The first one.
Yeah. It was trash, but
Yeah.
and I think I've watched it maybe twice. More the second one.
Mm.
It was
And G.I. Joe was not my thing. as a
Same,
kid,
me
you know,
neither.
So, you know,
But
so
it was-
I don't have that
Like, I like
connection
G.I.
to
Joe,
it.
but not, yeah.
I didn't have
It
that
was
connection to
the
it.
bottom of the cartoons when we were kids,
Oh, yeah,
you know?
totally.
Yeah.
Like, I was
But,
a,
like,
Because it was too American a
I was
little,
kind of the same
you know?
with like the A-Team though. I never really wasn't the age for the right A-Team, but I really enjoyed the A-Team as just a
It's a
stupid.
great movie.
It's a
Underrated.
brilliant movie.
I did like that.
Fantastic movie.
Underrated.
Is that Liam Neeson? In it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
man.
Like, I'm sort of happy it didn't get a sequel because I reckon the sequel would have been
Oh, trash.
It was
Trash.
just diluted the first
Yeah.
one.
Yeah.
The first one was great,
Yeah, I
but I
agree.
did want a second one because it was so good.
Yes.
Like, with that first G.I. Joe movie, like, you know, I was a kid. Ninja special forces guys fighting each other with swords and freaking guns. I was like, this is really cool.
It was just the jetpacky, the toyness. No, this sounds terrible. But
they
the
had-
plasticness of it, just, you know, I'm like, I don't believe these dudes are
They had power armor.
military stuff, right? Yeah, I would like it just a little bit more real.
They put on power armor and, like,
Yeah.
somersaulted down the street and jumped through.
It's not G.I. Joe.
No.
They've all just got their gimmick.
Was it Joseph Gordon-Levitt as
Yes,
Commander?
yes, he was the best bit.
Yeah.
He was great.
Yeah.
He wasn't Cobra Commander, he was Mindbender, wasn't he?
Isn't he Cobra
No,
Commander?
no, he was like a,
Oh, yes,
like
yes.
like a, some other character,
Yeah.
and then he becomes Cobra
Cobra
Commander.
at
Was
the
it?
end.
Who
At
was
the end.
Destro? It was
Oh, that guy.
Strong.
He's in
It
everything.
was the Mummy.
Oh, was it? I thought
Wasn't
it was
it?
guy
No,
from
no, he's
Kingsman.
Zartan. Zartan? Is that his name? Zartan?
Oh, you mean
Kingsman-
Eccleston?
No, no.
I don't know who was in this movie.
Oh, just then his name Borden.
The
People
nerd,
who were in it. I'm just naming people who was in it.
he's the bad guy in Kick-Ass, but he's like the nerdy guy in Kingsman.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
Mark Strong.
Yeah, Mark Strong. That's
Mark
it.
Strong.
Yeah.
Destro.
Despero. Despero?
Destro.
Tro.
No, he was not Destro.
Who what was he? He was
That's
no, because that was the comic book guy with the
Yeah.
sorry, it was him.
He would
He's
be
in it as well, isn't it?
Mark Strong.
I'm pretty sure he is.
I haven't watched it for a long time.
Okay.
Yeah, me neither.
I might have to watch that again.
I remember Storm Shadow
Yeah.
looking like a K-pop
Because
guy.
Storm Shadow and Snake Eyes, that's why I'm excited for this movie. Storm Shadow and Snake Eyes were the best bit of the movie.
Yeah, he was.
So,
oh, Storm Shadow
If
was
you get
so
rid of
cool.
everybody else and you just give me Snake Eyes,
Oh, I totally agree.
it sounds better.
Baroness and Scarlet are in this movie.
Mm.
So
Baroness.
Oh, right.
yeah. And the guy playing Storm Shadow, he was on TV show called The Warrior, based on the Bruce Lee
Oh, yes,
writing.
yes.
Yeah, and I haven't seen much of the Warrior. I've been meaning to watch it actually, but I think he can do his own stuff.
Good.
Yeah, you generally want that, right?
Well, that's the thing with this whole movie. Are you okay with Snake Eyes not being
In a helmet.
not being white?
Yeah.
And I can understand both sides. I think I'd rather an Asian man that can do his stuff than some white boy that's terrible.
If you kept the helmet on him, he could just be
Well,
Ray
exactly.
Park again.
Well, see, that's the thing too. Once I think, hopefully, you keep it to a minimal. You know, once it becomes Snake Eyes, so to speak, then you never have to see his face again.
I don't think you'll.
I know, because they're terrible. Save me Spider-Man's face to drop a hat on it. But that's what I'm telling myself.
Yeah, because he's
not
cool.
Snake
Because A, we don't know much about him,
Yes.
and 2, he doesn't talk and you don't see his face.
Yes,
It's
but-
cool design.
it's the Boba
Yeah,
Fett thing.
and you've gotten rid of all of that for the
Yes,
movie.
yes.
I'm worried about that.
Yes.
That's why I'm not
Yeah.
interested.
Yeah. But it just looks like a fun action movie.
Yeah,
So,
ninjas using guns.
Oh.
I'm down.
should be more of it.
No Mark Strong. It was the mummy guy. that you were
Yeah,
talking
so,
about.
yeah.
He was
That's awesome, like-
no, he was
Zartan.
Zartan. He's the master of disguise guy,
Yes.
and he became the president.
Yes.
In the second one, right? Yeah.
Yes.
That was cool. The bad guys were the best bit.
Yeah.
Bad guys and Snake Eyes.
Cobra Commander, his voice in the second one, obviously, you can't go for full Starscream because
Yeah.
that'll not be cool these days. But they went too hard, I feel, on his like super deep voice. Like, of course, he sounds like that. But yeah, you can't have him be like, "I am Cobra Commander."
I don't know what's wrong with that, personally.
We get away with it every week.
Yeah, someone's got a bias over there.
Because general audience is going to be like, this guy's dumb.
Outrageous!
Yeah, like just the volume, the levels in that.
Outrageous.
Okay, new announcements for DC Animations. A new Superman cartoon and a new Batman cartoon. Both with very different mission statements, I'd say.
Yes.
The Batman one looks to be very serious. You've got Bruce Timm and some other people, right? JJ. JJ will go.
And Reeves, the current director.
Yeah.
So Bruce Timm gives me hope.
Yes.
The other two worry me a little. JJ worries me a lot at the moment. I don't know why, but but Bruce Timm gives me a lot of hope.
Yes.
Yes.
I've only seen
that 90s animation was
Yeah.
just beautiful.
I've only seen like the picture of it from the article.
Yeah.
It looks very like
Golden
original
Age.
Golden
Yeah.
Age
Yes,
Batman with the
Dark.
bigger
He
ears.
is, yeah.
And I think they've said that they're aiming for
Yeah.
the more pulpy.
Which is
Yeah.
Well, obviously they know. What's one of the most successful Batman things they've ever done is the animated series because they went pretty dark for a kids cartoon.
Yeah.
Like man, black.
Red Sky?
Yes.
This, in that
Um,
Art Deco style, which
yeah.
was very different at the time. Like every
100%.
so
Everyone ripped it off
Mhm.
after that. So yeah, that looks very good. But yeah, the Matt Reeves though, like every time I see stuff, I'm like, I don't know what he's doing. But then I'm like, but he did great on Planet of the Apes.
that's very true.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh,
Right.
look,
But
I'm
yes.
weirded out by some of the choices for this movie coming
Very
up.
much.
But, I don't know. He could pull it off.
Yeah.
It could be just,
I don't know about this Riddler looking stuff though. That's a bit.
with that Zodiac thing. Is that what
Yeah.
you mean? Yeah, that was
It's
weird.
just not the Riddler.
But he's a Zodiac killer.
Well, that's the basing it kind of off, supposedly. But that could just be internet hype at the
I
moment,
want
too,
a
so-
question mark soup. Thank you very much.
You got that, Jim Carrey?
He was not the.
He was
No.
terrible.
He was a poor man's Joker. That's
Some-
why that movie is the worst Batman movie. Give me Batman and Robin over forever any day of the week, people.
And like Two-Face wasn't Two-Face. He was just Two-Face. There was no.
Well, because they
dichotomy
were just
on it.
arguing, or not arguing, but trying to one up each other on who can shoot the more scenery.
Yep.
I don't know who won. We didn't win.
No, we did not.
No. It wasn't the audience. No.
Oh, what's the tagline for Alien vs. Predator? Whoever
Who wins, we lose.
Yeah, we did. We did.
Okay, the Superman cartoon.
Yeah.
It looks aimed much more at like a younger audience. I think it's called My Adventures with Superman, and you can tell from the title.
Yes.
Like, okay, it's going to
Yeah, a
be
name like that, the style
more
like
fun.
that.
They released one kind of screen cap from it, and it's very, very kid friendly.
Yeah.
I think it's Clark. He's like early 20s. I think he's just moved to Metropolis, so still figuring stuff out. Guy who plays Huey from The Boys is voicing Clark
Oh, yeah.
and
Okay.
Superman.
Okay.
He does
Yeah.
voice acting in that Star Trek
Oh, yeah.
cartoon.
Lower
He's like
Decks?
the main guy in Lower Decks.
Oh. Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Cool.
The main guy.
All right.
It's not a very good cartoon. But
I'm just seeing people already saying, like, oh, it looks like garbage. Like, come on, man. It's for kids.
yeah, man, don't get me started on that. But you know what my first thought was when I was seeing this still? It gave me Superman Smashes the Clan vibes.
It did, hey?
Like
yeah.
I thought the art style, I think
Hmm.
maybe
Is it still there at all?
I can get it.
Because I didn't even know there was a Superman cartoon.
Yeah,
All I heard
this
was
was
the
Batman.
Batman.
okay.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no.
All I just thought was the Batman.
That was a
news.
surprise because I shared the Batman
Yes.
news, but I didn't hear about the Superman news. So
Very like,
Oh yeah, I get it.
wow, okay.
Smashes the Clan,
Shira.
Voltron.
Shira,
Yeah.
the Shira.
Yeah, you can tell it's aimed. It was
Yeah,
aimed at.
that's for kids.
Yeah, because that's what they.
Yeah.
That's the style they look at.
I get a bit of an anime.
Yeah, I was gonna say
Yeah,
like
for sure, for
one.
sure.
Is it One Piece?
No, it's
Just
just
anime.
Just the
general
look, just
anime.
general anime.
yeah.
Well, that's
Yeah.
probably my go-to for when I say general anime.
You did pick the best one anime, but yeah.
Yeah, like Clark looks like Clark.
I still say Ninja Scroll personally, but okay.
Just go okay.
Lois looks like Lois.
Yeah.
Not enough pointiness.
Jimmy looks like Jimmy at the end of the day, you know?
Get a camera.
Sorta. Well, no, like 100%.
Yeah.
I have no problem with
It's
that
not-
whatsoever.
It's not like Supergirl Jimmy where he's tall and buff
Yes.
and... Like, this is a dorky photographer.
But, obviously, for people watching, Dylan will put up
Yes.
the still. But for people listening, if you haven't seen, Jimmy is African American.
Yeah.
And I did see online some people complaining about that. But man, who cares?
Yeah.
It's Jimmy Olsen.
I can
It's
still-
just
yeah.
irrelevant. If Farm Boy from Kansas comes to the world's biggest metropolis, he's probably going to be working with a diverse group of people.
We're not talking about the Friends cast here.
Yes.
There's more diversity in New York,
Yeah.
in Metropolis. Sorry.
Yes.
And Jason made a good point. He said if Superman was created now,
It would be
Oh,
the
it
case.
would be different.
For
Because
The world's different.
1938, man, that's when he came out.
Yeah.
It was different.
Yeah, black people were doing different things back then,
Yeah.
especially in Metropolis.
But I'm probably more excited for this than actually Batman. Because I like the idea of just some good kid stuff
Yeah.
to get the next generation in.
And there's been a ton of Batman cartoons. There hasn't been like a good Batman series, Superman series since the Superman
Yeah,
show,
yeah.
which was
100%.
Yeah.
Bruce,
And-
Bruce
Yes.
Timm.
Good fun cartoons.
So
With
who's
that-
involved with the Superman?
With that name,
Do we have anyone like? Because, sorry, go.
with that name, do you think it's going to be from Jimmy Olsen or Lois Lane's perspective instead of Superman? Like it's going to be a story
potentially,
centrally
I can-
based on them,
Potentially. I could see that.
and Superman's sort of like a side character.
I don't know
Or
if I say a side character.
at the
but
very
yeah,
least, it could be maybe more Clark and the Superman Adventures of the hijinks sort of thing. I can see what you mean.
I'm not seeing any real big names.
Okay.
That's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's usually good.
But, like, involved in the production.
Yeah.
But yeah, if it's good fun, I'm down for that.
100%.
Justice League Action was the last DC cartoon show
Yep.
that I really liked, and that was real short episodes. I think like 10 minutes.
Yeah, they were real short.
With like 2 5-minute segments, and it was just fun. Lots of obscure characters, heaps of Firestorm.
Yeah.
And I hope it's just more of that.
And something like this, even if I watch it and go, that's not for me, that doesn't bother me.
No.
Like, if it's like the She-Ra show is the prime example.
Yeah.
I love Masters of the Universe, I love He-Man. I watched a couple episodes and the story was sort of interesting, but I don't like the cut. It was just But I'm like, you know what? This is not for me.
Yeah.
And it does not. I'm not one of those. Oh, ruined my childhood. Okay, so you cared about She-Ra a lot, did you, bro? You know.
Like somebody.
Yeah, we've got a film coming up that we could probably say that's kind of in the
Yes.
same boat. That
Yes.
probably wasn't directed to me. I enjoyed it, but yeah, so that's what I think I'll get out of this
100%.
Superman.
I watched some of these Shira cartoons.
What's that on?
I liked it.
Yeah,
Netflix?
Netflix.
Okay.
I liked what I saw, but I'm like, yeah, it's not for me. But
Yeah.
I have no problems with it.
I was like, I'll go back to it, and I just never did because there was not enough there. Like the story was cool because it was a little different, and yeah.
Lots
I
of
like
little girls
the
are
catcher
watching it
stuff.
and
Yeah.
really liking it. That's what matters,
And like
right?
the person who's in charge of it, Noel Stevenson, I'm a fan of hers. Like other stuff she's done, I'm like, cool.
Sweet.
I just wish it looked a little better though.
Okay.
I don't like how it's got it's all just the Steven Universe.
Steven Universe.
Yeah.
It all looks the
Oh,
same.
is that what it looks?
Yeah.
Oh.
But at the same time, that's what the kids are doing.
Well, yeah.
That's what the kids are doing.
Yeah. Cool. Like we're almost 40-year-old men. Like it's,
Yes.
cartoons are for us, you know.
What age is it directed at? You reckon? How young?
Girls, like I'd say their key demo would be like 8 to 10. I
Okay,
guess.
cool.
You know.
I think some teens as well. 'Cause
Yeah,
I
for
think
sure.
the plot is.
But not young,
Yeah.
like
No,
you
not
wouldn't-
like a
not
not a
4 or 5?
preschooly
No,
kid.
no,
okay, cool.
Nah, I would
Like
say
tweens,
Yeah.
tweens,
Yeah.
young adult sort
Okay.
of thing.
Because the
YA.
plot is complex
Yes.
enough for
Yeah.
like young teens, right?
Yeah.
yes.
Okay.
It's not quite just a toy ad.
Yes.
I don't think they've made any
Unfortunately.
toys at all.
Nah, not really.
Anyway, what we got?
I
Okay.
read my book I got yesterday.
Modok, episode 1, hit
Yeah.
Disney Plus.
Miss.
Thumbs down.
I
Yeah.
didn't mind it.
Oh, I'll watch another episode or 2.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it'll get one more chance.
yeah,
If
but it's too long.
they just
so,
need to stop at that shaky cam. It pisses me off.
15-minute episodes would have been perfect.
yeah, it's,
Eh.
26 minutes, I just don't. Yeah.
The
I
shaky
did- I
cam's your
did
biggest
wa-
worry?
I did watch it in hits, so maybe if I watched it all together,
Uh-huh.
I would have got tired of it. But because I only watched it in 5-minute hits, it's like, okay. It
Uh,
might
yeah.
have made it more bearable, you know? So,
My biggest problem is it's clearly supposed to be a comedy deal,
yeah.
and it's not funny.
yeah, I didn't laugh at all.
Do you know
Chuckled
what?
at 3 lines.
Yeah,
That's
but
about
you
it.
laugh
That's
at lots
about
of
it.
crap.
Yeah, I know.
You know what it struck me as? Son of Zorn, but not as good.
Oh, it
Yeah.
wishes it was Son of Zorn.
Yeah.
It's just a very long Robot Chicken.
Yeah,
gag
yeah,
that
yeah,
was,
yeah, yeah.
It's not funny to begin with.
Yeah.
It's just I did not like it. I didn't enjoy it.
The shaky cam really pissed me off.
We can tell.
I pulled my phone out halfway through, and it's not that long of a thing. But I was
Yeah.
like, I'm switched out.
And I
You
don't
don't
like,
really do that.
I'm not a big fan of that, but
And
I just didn't.
I didn't like the sitcomness of it.
Yeah.
You know?
The whole like the wife stuff and the kids stuff and the can't we just have Modok? And he's just too dumb.
Yeah.
Like
Well,
I got Iron Man's boot. Touch me while I touch the boot.
You know Eric Cartman.
Yeah, like you should write him. Yeah, obviously comedic because he's smart. Like
Yes.
Dexter's Laboratory kind of
Yes,
vibe,
yes,
right?
yes.
Where he's kind of a loser, but he's really smart.
And like either he's overconfident and things go wrong because he thinks like the
Yeah.
doomness or whatever,
Yeah.
right? You know, like I'm not, you know, and that's why the mission fails or the plot things. But this was just too, I don't know. And his wife trying to be
Too
a
slapsticky.
It was slapsticky. I didn't even laugh.
Yeah, but trying to be.
Yeah.
yeah, like the
Yeah.
arm and stuff.
Yeah.
I reckon if it wasn't called Modok, you guys would like it a bit better.
Oh, I don't know.
What do you mean?
Like, your expectation of, like, of the Modok character.
All right, so who?
Surely it's not Modok. I know it's hard to name it something else apart from Modok.
No. See, because if I was watching the exact same show, but it wasn't Modok, a character I knew,
Yeah.
I wouldn't have lasted more than 5 minutes. I
Yeah.
would have went rubbish.
No, because already it being a comedy is not Murdoch, right? So we're already.
Yeah.
It's already different. So we
Yeah.
know that. We're going to go in.
Well,
It's
there's
just
been
not a
such a
good-
big push the last few years to try to turn him into a comedy thing. I get he's funny looking, but he's a killing machine.
The Avengers game made him serious.
Yeah.
That was one of the props that I give to it.
Oh, and on the opposite of that, in Superhero Squad, he is a moron, and that is amazing.
His voice! Was it the guy who voiced Waspinator or something?
Oh, might be.
Yeah, might have been.
With the Waspinator voice.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Okay.
Give me Superhero Squad back. Man, this rubbish. It was not good. And like you can see why.
And it's
That
aimed
whole-
us.
that whole
like,
plan
there is
was
death
all-
and
That's
killing
true.
and,
Yeah.
decapitation, and he's carrying. Yeah, like
That's the target demographic,
I don't.
yeah.
It's just.
And
It's like they've gone hard, and like, oh, let's just reel back a little bit, and they just where you could have gone like really hard in at some funny jokes. Like you said, they've made him too dumb. He's not dumb.
And it is the first episode, but you want
Yes.
your first episode to
That's a
grab
good
you like
punch,
that.
yeah.
Yes.
But yeah, it didn't, and maybe it gets better. There are some shows.
There were some references, and there was some okay thing, and would have helped for us. But for people going in clean, that wouldn't have understood why there was a
Yes.
like Fin Fang Foom and stuff
Yeah,
like
yeah,
that.
yeah,
Like I don't know.
Like,
like-
arcade's arcade. I was like, huh.
Yeah.
You know, that was one of the few times I was like, huh.
and I saw Fin Fang Foom. Oh yeah, that's
Yeah.
cool.
But it wasn't funny.
No.
Yeah, not really.
I don't know.
But yeah, it'll get one more chance, but oof. No thanks. I could have watched Bad Batch in that half hour.
I watched Bad Batch.
Yeah? The new one?
Yeah.
I haven't watched the new one yet.
It was fine. It was fine.
What's the season? 8? Do we know how many's going to be in the season?
Oh, yeah, I'm not sure.
I don't know. Because Clone Wars was always longer-ish.
One thing that kind of confused me. It's not really. I don't think this is a spoiler. She's in a trailer.
Mhm.
But I guess I don't know.
Spoiler-ish.
Spoiler-ish.
16 episodes.
That chick from Mando, the one that helps out Boba Fett, the one that he patches up.
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
It's like a
Oh,
yes.
Chung-Li.
She's in this episode, and I was just kind of confused. Like, how old is she meant to be? Because this is like 20 years before Mando.
She's ageless.
Oh, because she's Asian. We're ageless.
Ageless.
Until menopause.
And then Afro.
I wasn't going to go there. I thought it. Jesus, Nick. You've been around me too long.
We're all thinking
From all the
everything
stuff
to
you've
say.
said over the things we've done.
Yeah, classic, fella.
Oh, yeah, it's okay. Anyway.
Yeah, she was in it, and I was just thinking about the timeline. Where it fell. And
Well,
Cassie
where
fell
is
off.
Mando?
2 seconds later,
Where's the
everyone gets to see his
Mandalorian
butt
compared to
crack.
this?
Mandalorian is about...
Yes. He bent down to get
You're
that.
welcome, people.
Eagle-eyed viewers, enjoy.
So yeah, where is
If you've
Mandalorian?
been to this shop, you've probably seen it before. Let's face it.
Okay, so Bad Batch is set basically end of episode 3.
Yes.
it's
So-
like, the beginning is where Order 66
Yes.
happens.
Yeah.
And where's Mandalorian?
Okay, and then... Okay,
After
so...
six?
So... 26...
Yeah.
20-something years after episode 3 is when A New Hope happens. Because Luke
Yes.
becomes a man.
Yes.
So it's
And-
around 20-something years.
Like the end of Jedi to the start of things, about a decade roughly, right?
Yeah.
'Cause, like it's sort of like 5 year roughly,
Yeah.
right? Between Hope and Empire. And
So like
Empire.
30, 35 years.
Yeah.
And
And Mando's after
The aliens, they age differently.
she's not a child in this. Like she's
Well, think about it.
yeah. So I don't know.
Street Fighter, the live-action movie, that was filmed like ages ago,
Oh, that's a good
and
point.
like Mandalorian comes out like this last year.
That's
She
a-
is 50.
You know? Yeah,
that's
she's
a good
50.
point.
Yeah, she's in her 50s, isn't she?
But
Yeah.
she still plays an adult in Street Fighter.
Yeah.
Well,
You know,
she is.
so-
She, okay.
That's a very good
So
point.
just use that perspective.
Isn't that the chick from Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Yeah. Okay.
She's awesome.
No, that answers my question.
Big fan of her.
Disney lover.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she's good.
Yeah, someone who doesn't.
Huh? Someone doesn't?
Pete.
Huh?
Don't worry.
Okay. Moving on.
Alrighty. Last, but definitely, I'm having a stroke. Not least, film
Lucky
flashback.
Film.
Film!
I
Film.
kind of said it, just not as much exaggeration.
Film.
Film,
Yeah.
flashback, Sky High. Movie that I really liked as a kid, and I thought would be fun to make you guys
I really
watch.
liked it as a 40-year-old man.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
Yeah, I do.
I'd never seen it before. I'm like,
Same.
and I was saying, like, for me, like, it's very tropey.
Yes.
Oh,
But it was
tropes are
very
hell of
fun.
I know
everything.
exactly what's
The trope
happening.
is
Yeah,
trope,
exactly.
trope.
But
Yeah,
I
good
enjoyed
trope.
it.
Yeah.
I enjoyed watching it. I enjoyed the journey.
The cast of the teachers and the superhero, like, just
Yeah.
oh,
I loved Kurt Russell in that.
Kurt Russell is. They were all great. It's such a good movie.
it was good. I thoroughly enjoyed it.
Yes.
It's simple, fun family movie, but
If you told me Mary Elizabeth Winstead was in it, I would have watched it as soon as the last podcast finished. It was just like,
yeah.
and I'm thinking, okay, so that's how she will do on McGregor. Oh, okay.
Okay.
She
Oh,
did.
yeah, he divorced his
Yeah.
wife.
Yeah, she's a homewrecker. Mary
Oh.
Elizabeth homewrecker.
Oh.
On, what do you call it? Fargo or whatever
Yeah,
that shit
yeah.
was. Well.
Well, yeah,
Yeah, you'd have to be a good man
yeah.
Oh my god.
if that's coming under you.
Yeah, maybe
Jesus.
he just went, well, hello there.
Yes.
Just
Yeah.
done.
Okay, so what did everybody think of Sky High?
I really liked
Yeah,
it.
good.
I like
It's
Mary
really
Elizabeth
good.
Weinstein was the best. That was great. Anything with Bruce Campbell in it is probably going to win me
Absolutely,
over. Bruce Campbell
100%.
and Kurt Russell.
I
I'm pretty sold.
I was really torn. I was like, oh no, I can't pick that because it's like torture, isn't it? And then I was talking to Steph, and Steph's like, come on, Bruce Campbell,
Yeah.
Kurt Russell,
Yeah.
Linda Carter. That's justification.
Dave Foley.
Yeah, Dave. Yeah.
Dave Foley stole the
Yeah,
show,
how
man.
good was he?
Dave Foley
So
was
good.
so damn
Who's,
good.
who's he again?
He's
bus
the
driver.
No, Wonder Boy.
Oh, father.
All American Boy?
father.
Yeah, American Boy.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Yeah.
All American Boy.
All American Boy.
They're from News
Yeah,
Radio.
yeah,
Just straight up when he the first time he comes in, goes behind the
Underrated.
curtain, comes back and
So,
yeah. So good.
It's like he's Robin slash Bucky.
Yeah, he's
Like, yeah, I
he's
love this
When
movie.
Kurt Russell couldn't remember.
Oh, how harsh is that?
It's the best.
Oh, even the kid like, oh, you never mentioned
Never
me.
mentioned me.
What about your mum?
Oh, yeah, that was funny.
What superpower did he have though?
You could get changed really quickly.
Yeah, probably that. Maybe his superpower.
Oh, that changing scene. Am I the only one's like, they can all see them getting naked?
Yeah.
Like the way
Yes.
that shot is set up. You got the class, like I'm watching the screen, the class are on the right, they've got the change board, and then the teacher on the left.
There was also
But they can see that all.
someone transformed and there was a slapping of a buttocks. And I'm like,
Yeah.
you just slap the ass of a 9-year-old boy? Like, that's...
Yeah. Of like
That's
Oh yeah, because he shapeshifted
Yeah,
into
into
himself.
himself.
Yeah.
the
I was
comments
like, that's a bit weird.
Yes!
on that clip in YouTube is
Yeah.
like SVU.
So yeah, it was corny as all hell. It had every trope in it,
Yes.
which as it's happening, you're picking it as
Yeah.
it goes, which was fun. The supporting cast definitely made it.
That's
Right,
where
yes.
that's where it is.
Yeah, when I saw Bruce Campbell, I saw Father.
Yeah.
That was excellent. The brainy,
Yes!
he's excellent.
Yeah.
He's
Yes.
good, yeah.
I love that, like, when they're doing the, what is it called? Save the Citizen? It's like,
Yes.
remember
Yes.
we use real citizens?
Yes!
Yeah, there was a good few throwaway
Yeah.
lines
Yeah.
that you had to catch because
I thought he was part of like the evil society, right?
Yep.
Because he goes, I got to tend to my jetpack or whatever, and then he comes back and it's like, oh, he's not. It's like, what did I miss?
Well, I mean, gets shot in the head.
Yeah.
His giant head.
I think the main kid's good enough. The girl from Flash was... she's way better in this than she's in the Flash.
and the dodginess of the special effects was
Yes,
just
yes.
at the start when Kurt Russell's taking down that robot.
Oh, when he's being held up and you could...
The
Yeah.
carrying and he's
Yeah.
like kind of like this.
Yes, it's so good. The bad boy fire guy, he was good.
He was excellent.
Yeah,
actually.
Warren
Yeah,
Beatty.
I swear.
Yeah.
You know, like
I don't
puns.
like puns, but that was
That was
good.
excellent.
The only thing I thought the two bully guys were a bit
Yeah.
They could
Oh,
be
the
better.
reminded me
The fat
of-
one was okay.
The fact that the fat kid was fast was excellent.
Yes. But the other one, eh.
It
And
reminded me of freaking Power Rangers a bit.
Bulk and
I was
Skull.
going to say
Oh,
that. Bulk and
yeah.
Skull.
Bulk and Skull.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
how happy Kurt Russell was that he had the super strength.
Yes.
It wasn't because he's like had the super strength, or he could fly, or he could have super strength,
Yeah,
or he
yeah,
could
yeah,
fly.
yeah, yeah.
He really could have super strength.
Yeah, because like the stereotypical dadness of him was hilarious.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He comes home
Yeah.
like, oh, who are those
Yeah.
nerd friends?
No, it's like, oh, you do a guinea pig, right?
And he's like, I'm a sidekick. Who's a sidekick? Me. You what? And he's
Yeah,
like
yeah,
chopping
yeah,
up
yeah.
his sandwich.
With a tuna sandwich.
Yes.
Oh,
Well, just the first time he comes into the room, the kid's adding the extra weights to... And then he's like, oh, low weight, higher reps,
Yes.
good job. I was like, oh, I'm sold already.
I thought he got his powers too quickly, but I guess for such a shortish movie,
Yes,
you gotta...
yes. Cram it in a bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't expect him to actually have them, like, in the movie.
No.
Yeah.
I thought it's expected him to get... You
Near the end?
At the end.
Yes.
Save
When
the
he's
day,
got
but
it.
yeah.
When,
he
like, he
starts-
gets the flight.
Yeah.
at the
Yeah,
end,
yeah. But
So they just doubled it.
yeah.
You got
That's
both families.
still good.
Oh,
Yeah.
Do you know that family when they come home to the house and school's
Yes,
fallen?
yes.
Yeah.
The guy that's
Tom
Kenny.
Tim
It's
Kenny.
SpongeBob.
SpongeBob.
Oh, really?
Tom Kenny. And,
And-
she's his voice in SpongeBob too.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I think that's his actual. No, it's not. Sorry.
No, but I'm pretty sure she's the voice in SpongeBob too.
Was she like Sandy or something?
Probably.
No, I thoroughly enjoyed it.
Linda Carter at the end. So when she locked them all in the detention room,
Yeah.
she said something at the end like,
Well, yeah, who do you think I am?
Wonder Woman?
Yeah, like
no,
I
no,
can't
no.
help you if you don't. Yeah, something along the lines
"Gave you
of.
too many chances" or something
Yeah,
like
yeah.
that. It just felt like so she wasn't in on it as well.
No.
No.
Okay, that's what. Yeah,
I had the impression of it, though.
it did.
Yeah.
Did okay.
Oh, okay.
Because I got a little bit.
The vibe I got is that she's been trying to talk to them,
Yeah,
Ah,
yeah,
okay.
yeah.
and then they're all like, "Oh,
Talk.
whatever," and
Yeah.
she's like, "Oh, I can't."
Yeah.
Yeah. If you're not going to listen.
I mean, she's
Yeah.
like the headmistress. Like, shouldn't she be more powerful or have more of an effect? Like,
She can spin
Yeah.
and turn
And
into
had
a.
mad cleavage.
Yeah.
and do what? Turn into a comet? And
I had to look it up. She was 50 then.
Way too much cleavage for a school assembly.
Speak for
I wasn't
yourself.
arguing, but
Sign me up.
Have you
Back to
seen who's
school.
50 recently? Like,
Oh, no. It was a compliment.
yeah, like a fine wine.
Yes. Oh, she still looked very good in Wonder Woman. She's like 70 odd now.
yeah.
She puts that costume on.
I say no. What's the comic book I say? The cover.
Alrighty, what's a rating for Sky High?
Oh!
8.
Yeah,
Eight,
7.5, 8.
Eight and a
Because I
half.
really enjoyed it.
Yeah.
It's not a great movie,
But
but it's a great kids sort of movie.
But I enjoyed it.
Absolutely.
I knew you two would definitely enjoy it, but I wasn't sure about.
8.5 for me.
Yeah,
I gave Howard the Duck 8, right? I probably did.
Really
But
cute
yeah. This
track.
one is just a little bit better.
he's writing this down.
Yeah.
Like 6.5, 7.
Yeah.
I'd probably say. Yeah, I don't know if I'll go back and watch it again. I was having a good Kurt Russell week. I watched Tombstone and that game. Yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't watch it again, but I'd, because I watched Spawn over this again. I
That's a good way of looking at it.
Spawn. I'd rate this higher than Spawn, but I think I'd watch Spawn.
It's more fun. It's hard.
Yeah.
You know, like they're hard. Some things are hard to judge. It's
And
more
the
fun.
kid, I like the kid because he was good in Almost Famous. He's not the worst actor in the world.
No, he was fine,
It is very.
And normally kids annoy me.
Yeah. And
Like,
he had a lot of heavy lifting to do.
Yeah.
What'd you give it, Dylan?
I was just about to say it is very noughties, like early
Yes,
2000s, and I don't know. The missus loves it
Yep.
a lot more than I do, but I still like it.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Like, I'd watch it again only if I stumbled across a scene with Mary Elizabeth instead there.
Okay.
You know?
Oh,
You're
Yeah,
getting
that
stalked.
kink outfit at the when she came over to help, and the dad's like,
Oh, that was you wouldn't get away with that these days, mate, right?
no, you wouldn't.
Yeah, let's just go to your room and study.
I would maybe give it a 7,
7? Alright.
7.5 maybe.
There's very little complaints is what I mainly thought at the end. It's like, what can I complain
No,
about?
I can't complain about anything.
Yeah, so...
good movie.
Solid 8
Yeah.
out of 10.
Yeah, I guess
Average
7.5,
from all of
8
us?
probably,
Yeah, solid 8.
And I was saying, like, out of all the sequels to stuff Disney's doing, like, where's the sequel to this?
Apparently they were going to do one, but
Yeah, I had a feeling that was
Everyone-
going to lead to, like, sequels.
everyone had
but-
signed on except Kurt Russell and Kelly Preston. I
Wasn't
guess-
enough Kelly Preston. That'd be
No,
a complaint.
Yeah.
She was a bit of an afterthought. And not even that, like, just, she was just there.
Yeah.
Like, Kurt Russell could have been a single dad in this exact same movie.
It may have to be now.
Thanks, Newton. It's true, but.
Yeah. Which is a shame, yeah.
Yeah, it's sad.
So what's next?
Dave's turn.
Me? Who
Yeah.
framed Roger Rabbit?
Oh, yeah.
10
I've
out
not
of 10.
seen
I'm
that.
giving you
Yeah,
my-
I know.
I'll watch it before I watch Spawn again, I'll tell you that. It's
It's
yeah.
so
I'll give you my
good.
rating right now. 10 out of 10. I love that movie.
So
might
before
go and watch that
Space
tonight.
Jam, was
What?
this the first one with, like, interaction with...
First, we've,
Two?
like, pretty fleshed out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because before that, it would have been like not Sound of Music, Mary Poppins.
Yeah.
Mary Poppins.
Yeah.
And Bedknobs and Broomsticks.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
And stuff, like, remember, like, as a kid, Dot and the Kangaroo?
Cool.
I don't
Yeah.
even really remember what it was, but I just remember the
I
name.
don't think I ever watched all of it because they played it at school
Yeah,
when
yeah,
it was
yeah,
raining or
yeah.
something, and I never ever got to see the end
But,
of
like,
it.
with such an actual character
Yeah.
Yeah.
that showed emotion and like, yeah.
And they
That's
work for peanuts.
Yes.
So that's
yes.
on Disney Plus, I
Yes.
understand.
Yes.
Yep.
I-
So
I either haven't seen it, or I
Rabbit?
haven't seen it since I was a kid.
Jessica Rabbit.
So it's one of the two.
So you've only like watched it. If you have watched it, you've only watched it once in your life.
Yeah, but I
Wow.
doubt that I've watched it.
Okay.
I might be a Nitten and Howard the Duck situation.
Yeah, you just
Yeah.
know it. And
Yeah.
it's
You-
in the
yeah,
subconscious.
see it
sort of thing.
everywhere.
I must
Yeah.
have seen it.
Yeah.
I've watched
Yeah.
it like 3 or 4 times when I was a kid.
Wow.
Oh, yeah, man.
Great movie. 10 out of 10 already.
Dude.
So-
I'm telling you.
Because I said to him the other day, when I was like, man, not only is just he cool and the whole thing, but even as a kid, you realised it was special because you knew these cartoon characters shouldn't be all together.
Yeah. But yeah, with Mickey Mouse and Bugs Bunny at the
Yeah.
end.
I
Nah.
didn't even know.
Dueling
it was-
pianos.
Yes.
I didn't even know it had other
Yeah.
characters in it.
And
Yeah.
really nice.
Oh, cool.
So,
Scotch on the rocks.
It's like, everybody just went, like, obviously I think because they all seen what they were trying to do, that this could be
Patty cake.
um,
Patty
Get on the
historic
band.
of
Patty.
and
Yeah.
the future, and like, oh, but yeah,
good choice, Dave.
Oh.
Good choice, Dave.
I'm excited. Is that what Bob Hoskins?
yes. Oh, the guard, just the guard.
Yeah.
Big bullets.
Oh. What the,
So
the
watch
bad
it.
guy, bro.
Watch it.
Oh well, that we haven't even spoken about
Yes.
that, and that's
Yes,
Yeah.
because
so good.
if you had, since you maybe not seen it,
yeah,
I ain't
no,
saying
not
nothing.
saying
No, I think I know who the bad
Yeah,
guy
yeah, but
is.
that's Anyway,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Good job, Dave.
that's everyone's homework.
That might be tonight's homework. Maybe. See what happens.
What's that?
Yeah, I believe we've covered our
Well, you
agenda.
didn't watch it, so we'll probably talk about it next week.
Oh yes.
Two of us have watched
Yes.
it,
Ah.
and you have got like 2 hours and 43 minutes of fun ahead of you.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
Army
I should have
Army
time.
of the
of the
Dead.
Dead.
Army of the Dead, starring
so-
Dave Bautista.
We're
Right.
watching that
Yeah.
Yes.
probably tomorrow.
And
I really liked it.
I forget her name from Sky High, the really hot one. What's her name?
Mary
Elizabeth Winstead.
So Batista's daughter in this is like
Do you think she looks like Winnie Cooper?
very much so.
The whole time I'm like,
She's
Winnie Cooper.
she's a good actress,
yeah.
but she's amazing.
Yeah.
Okay.
But the cast, the concept, they've brought the Zack Snyder zombie lore forward as well.
Okay.
It's just so much fun, and my God, their aim is amazing.
Alright.
No,
It
I
would be
won't-
a bit hard to miss, won't it?
Oh,
With that
dude.
many zombies?
No.
Well,
these are like-
You'll see.
These are like Left 4 Dead zombies where they run, right?
There's,
They're smart.
Bit of both, bit of both.
there's levels. There's
Oh.
differences. And-
For a reason.
yes,
All smart.
and very well done.
Yes, I thought.
Oh,
Because
interesting.
I am a Ramiro
Yes.
lore fan.
Yes.
I prefer your slow zombies because I love
Yep.
the concept of how that whole, I'm going to say it again, that whole lore works.
Yep.
But Snyder is sensational.
Interesting.
And I didn't expect that I could be captivated. I love zombies, but I did not expect to be captivated for that long for a zombie film with what it can do. But it's just that much extra. The character's excellent. I didn't expect to love
Alright.
the safecracker as much as I did.
Oh, he was the best, right?
Talk about it next week.
I'll watch it.
Yeah.
Wait.
Just talk about it next week.
Yeah.
We'll talk
But
after.
there's other stuff too in it that you're like, ooh. Like, it's got a great soundtrack.
Soundtrack's
Oh!
sensational.
Talk about it next week.
Yeah. I'll watch
Talk
it.
about it
before
now.
next week.
You don't have enough headphones.
It's so fun.
Enjoyed,
It is so fun.
I seem to get smashed and I don't understand why.
People are stupid.
Like,
If you're taking this movie serious, you got to look at yourself
right.
People are
because it's a zombie movie.
stupid. People are dumb.
That trailer, if you don't know what you're getting in for in the trailer, because that's what you got. You just got that for 2.5
It's
hours.
got every trope that it needs
Yes.
as well. It just
Yes.
works.
That's why we're here. We're here to tell them that it's not. It's a
Watch
fun
it.
movie.
It's
You're
fun.
dumb.
Watch it.
Do not think.
I liked it.
And if you do like your zombies and you haven't seen a Zack Snyder zombie film, go back and watch Dawn of the Dead because it
Yeah,
is
that's
really
all I could
good.
think when I was watching it last night.
Um,
I gotta watch that again.
and if there's in the original Dawn of the Dead, in the Snyder Dawn of the Dead, there's a great cover of Down with the Sickness by a gentleman named Richard Cheese. And
He's
we
the
get a
best.
little bit of a reprisal from this as well, which is a great way to start the film.
And on the Snyderness, I've always liked Snyder. I was always a big fan. The last couple of things, it's just all got a little samey looking. I was glad to see a movie that just looks more natural and real, not so filtered and not so.
It was real as,
So it's
Yeah,
not
you know?
as
Like the-
sepia tone as.
No.
Yeah, no, it
okay.
looks. It's in the daytime and it looks proper. It doesn't look like it's all green screen with
Yeah.
a table as a set. It's not Sin City.
No.
Like it's a movie.
It's
Like there's some Snyderness with the blood, shall we say, and some CG-ness going on left, right, and centre, I'm sure. But it just looks, I was like, just looks like a movie again.
Nah, it's-
and man, I want to go back to Vegas.
Yeah.
It's so fun.
Watch it.
Yeah, I can't believe it didn't. I would have liked to go to the cinemas to see that.
You got a short run in the States.
Yeah, I did it.
Yeah.
that would have been cool. Yeah, would have been cool.
Join us next time where we will hopefully talk about this movie.
Yeah.
Watch it. It's fun.
Like it to do.
Comment and subscribe.
Graham.
Yeah.
Bye.
Ciao.